Anna, 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 look at me. Riley thinks you've absolutely lost your mind.
Huh?
Riley thinks you've lost your mind.
I didn't lose my mind.
She thinks you have.
I didn't.
Is this a mushroom trip?
Huh?
Is this a mushroom trip?
Huh?
Is this a mushroom trip?
What do you mean?
I'm kidding.
What does that mean?
I'm kidding.
Vicki Lynn Hogan, November 28, 1967, until February 8, 2007. Was born in Houston, Texas, to parents who married on February 22, 1967, and divorced on November 4, 1969. Vicki Lynn was raised by her mother and an aunt and grew up with 5 half-siblings: Donna Hogan, David Tacker Jr., Donnie Hogan, Amy Hogan, and Donald Hart. When Vicki failed her freshman year of high school, she opted to drop out during her sophomore year at age 14 in 1982. While working at Jim's Crispy Fried Chicken in Mexia, Vicki met Billy Wayne Smith, a cook at the restaurant, and the couple married on April 4, 1985, when she was 17. She gave birth to their son, Daniel Wayne Smith, on January 22, 1986. She appeared on the cover of the March 1992 issue of Playboy magazine as Vicki Smith, and again as the Playboy Playmate of the Month in a pictorial shot by Stephen Wada for the May 1992 issue. Smith and her husband divorced on February 3, 1993, in Houston. While performing in October 1991 at a Houston strip club, Smith had met 86-year-old petroleum tycoon billionaire J. Howard Marshall. During their 2-year affair, Marshall reportedly lavished expensive gifts on Smith and asked her to marry him several times. On June 27, 1994, Smith and Marshall were married in Houston, resulting in speculation that she married him for his money. Smith reportedly never lived with Marshall, never had sex with him, and never kissed him on the mouth more than 10 times. She maintained that she loved Marshall and that age did not matter to her. On August 4, 1995, 13 months after his marriage to Smith, Marshall died in Houston at the age of 90. Smith's 20-year-old son from her first marriage, Daniel Smith, died on September 10, 2006, in his mother's hospital room while visiting her and her newborn daughter, Daniel Lynn Hope Marshall Stern, born September 7, 2006. Smith had been given a prescription for methadone under a false name while she was in her 8th month of pregnancy. Smith hired forensic pathologist Cyril Wecht to perform a second autopsy on her son, and Wecht announced on Larry King Live that the autopsy he performed showed that Daniel Smith died from a lethal combination of antidepressants, Zoloft, Lexapro, and the painkiller methadone. Psychiatrist Dr. Natalie Mullen said she met Smith in April 2006 in Cedars-Sinai Medical Center and that Smith had borderline personality disorder. On February 8, 2007, Smith was found dead in room 607 at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Smith died of combined drug intoxication with the sleeping medication chloral hydrate as the major component. No illegal drugs were found in her system. The official report states that her death was not considered to be due to homicide, suicide, or natural causes. Smith's death was ultimately ruled an accidental drug overdose of the sedative chloral hydrate that became increasingly lethal when combined with other prescription drugs in her system, specifically 4 different benzodiazepines: Klonopin, clonazepam, Ativan, lorazepam, Serax, oxazepam, and Valium, diazepam. Furthermore, she had taken Benadryl, diphenhydramine, and Topamax, topiramate, both of which block sodium channels, likely intensifying the sedative effects of the chloral hydrate and benzodiazepines. Despite rumors of methadone use due to its involvement in the death of Smith's son, Broward County medical examiner and forensic pathologist Joshua Perper only found methadone in Smith's bile, indicating it was probably ingested 2 to 3 days prior to her death and therefore was not a contributing factor. The autopsy report indicates that abscesses on her buttocks, presumably from prior injections of vitamin B12 in the form of cyanocobalamin, as well as human growth hormone and viral enteritis, were contributory causes of death. It was reported that 8 of the 11 drugs in Smith's system, including the chloral hydrate, were prescribed to Howard Kevin Stern, born November 29, 1968, who was Smith's domestic partner, attorney, and agent, and not to Smith herself. Additionally, 2 of the prescriptions were written for Alex Katz, and 1 was written for Smith's friend and psychiatrist, Dr. Christine Elaine Aroshevich. All 11 prescriptions were written by Dr. Aroshevich. Brittany Jean Spears, born December 2, 1981, is an American singer, songwriter, dancer, and actress. Born in Macomb, Mississippi, and raised in Kentwood, Louisiana, she appeared in stage productions and television series before signing with Jive Records in 1997. Spears' first 2 studio albums, Baby One More Time, 1999, and Oops, I Did It Again, 2000, were global successes and made her the best-selling teenage artist of all time. Referred to as the Princess of Pop, Spears is regarded as a pop icon and is credited with influencing the revival of teen pop during the late 1990s and early 2000s. Spears adopted more mature and provocative themes for her next 2 studio albums, Britney, 2001, and In the Zone, 2003, and made her feature film debut in a starring role in Crossroads, 2002. Following a series of heavily publicized personal struggles and erratic public behavior, Spears' career was interrupted before the release of her fifth studio album, Blackout, 2007, which is often critically referred to as her best work. Her erratic behavior and hospitalizations led Spears to be placed on a still ongoing conservatorship. She returned to the top of record charts with her sixth and seventh studio albums, Circus, 2008, and Femme Fatale, 2011, respectively. In 2012, Forbes reported that Spears was the highest paid female musician of the year, with earnings of $58 million, having last topped the list in 2002. In 2019, Spears announced an indefinite career hiatus and was later admitted involuntarily into a mental health facility by her conservator, leading to a court-led investigation into malpractice conducted by Spears' team. Catherine Elizabeth Hudson, born October 25, 1984, known professionally as Katy Perry, is an American singer, songwriter, and television judge. After singing in church during her childhood, she pursued a career in gospel music as a teenager. Perry signed with Red Hill Records and released her debut studio album, Katy Hudson, under her birth name in 2001, which was commercially unsuccessful. She moved to Los Angeles the following year to venture into secular music. After adopting the stage name Katy Perry and being dropped by the Island Def Jam Music Group and Columbia Records, she signed a record contract with Capitol Records in April 2007. Perry rose to fame in 2008 with the release of her second album, a pop rock record titled One of the Boys, and its singles I Kissed a Girl and Hot and Cold. The former track also sparked controversy for its sapphic themes. Her estimated net worth as of 2016 is $125 million. She is one of the best-selling music artists of all time, having sold more than 100 million records globally throughout her career. Destiny Hope Miley Cyrus, born November 23, 1992, is an American singer, songwriter, and actress. Cyrus's godmother is entertainer Dolly Parton. After playing minor roles in the television series Doc and the film Big Fish as a child, she became a teen idol in 2006, starring in the Disney Channel television series Hannah Montana as the character Miley Stewart. Her father, musician Billy Ray Cyrus, also starred in the series, which aired for 4 seasons until 2011. Her image has been the subject of significant media commentary and public controversy, shifting from wholesomeness to highly sexual behavior in the 2010s. Cyrus is an outspoken animal rights advocate and adopted a vegan lifestyle in 2014. Destiny Hope Cyrus was born November 23, 1992, in Franklin, Tennessee, to Letitia Tish Jean Finley and singer Billy Ray Cyrus. Against the advice of her father's record company, Cyrus's parents secretly married on December 28, 1993, a year after her birth. Cyrus was born with supraventricular tachycardia, a condition causing an abnormal resting heart rate. Her birth name, Destiny Hope, expressed her parents' belief that she would accomplish great things. Her parents nicknamed her Smiley, which they later shortened to Miley, because she often smiled as an infant. In 2008, she changed her name to Miley Ray Cyrus. Her middle name honors her grandfather, Democratic politician Ronald Ray Cyrus, from Kentucky. Raised a Christian, she was baptized in a Southern Baptist church before moving to Hollywood in 2005. She attended church regularly growing up and wore a purity ring. Cyrus auditioned for the Disney Channel television series Hannah Montana when she was 11 years old. The series premiered in March 2006 to the largest audience for a Disney Channel program and quickly ranked among the highest-rated series on basic cable. The success of the series led to Cyrus being labeled a teen idol. In April 2008, several images of Cyrus in her underwear and swimsuit were leaked by a teenage hacker who accessed her Gmail account. Further controversy arose when it was reported that Cyrus, then 15, had posed topless during a photo shoot with Annie Leibovitz for Vanity Fair. On December 7, 2009, Cyrus performed for Queen Elizabeth II and other members of the British royal family at the Royal Variety Performance in Blackpool, Lancashire. In August 2012, Cyrus generated considerable media attention after cutting her traditionally long, brown hair in favor of a blonde pixie cut. In 2013, she provided guest vocals on the Little Twist song, Twerk, which also featured vocals by Justin Bieber. The song went unreleased for unknown reasons, though it was leaked online. Cyrus performed with Robin Thicke at the 2013 MTV Video Music Awards, a performance that resulted in widespread media attention and public scrutiny.